In this video, let us learn about common source JFET amplifier. So students, you all know what is a JFET. JFET stands for junction field effect transistor. Okay. So what are the terminals of a JFET? The terminals of JFET are drain, gate and source. So this symbol is an N channel JFET. So what do you mean by an N channel JFET? The drain and the source. The drain and the source are N type material and the gate is of P type material. Okay, and we all know that the gate should always be kept reverse biased with respect to source for the proper functioning of the JFET, and the drain should be kept at a positive potential with respect to source. Okay, with this knowledge, let us go to understand the basics of the circuit components here. So what is the role of RG? RG is the gate resistance and it is responsible for keeping the gate at the ground potential. So I will tell you how that happens. So what is the role of RD? Same as that of RC in CE amplifier. So here it behaves like an output resistance. Okay. Now what is the role of RS? RS is a biasing resistance and keeps the source at a positive potential or above the ground potential with respect to the gate. Now what is the role of coupling capacitors? You know, they block DC and allow AC, and they take care of the DC conditions of the circuit so that it is undisturbed. So what's the role of the source bypass capacitance? It avoids AC negative feedback and keeps the source at AC ground, and you will realize that in the AC equivalent circuit. Now I told you RG is responsible for keeping the gate terminal at ground potential. Okay, how that does happen? Now see students, RG is usually selected to be greater than hundreds of kilo ohms. So it is usually in the order of mega ohms. So when it is in the order of mega ohms, and you know moreover that the gate current for a JFET is actually 0. So there is no gate current as such. Okay, so the current through RG is equal to 0. So the voltage drop across it will be equal to 0, meaning to say the potential difference is equal to 0 across RG. If the potential difference is 0, that means this point and this point are at the same potential. So if these 2 points are at the same potential, what is this point at? This point is at the ground potential. So can we tell that the gate is at the ground potential now? So that's the reason why RG is here. So to see to it that the potential difference across it is equal to 0 and make the ground to be at the ground potential. Okay students. So in essence, gate is at 0 potential and source is at a positive potential. So the gate source junction are reverse biased. Okay. Then the drain is positive with respect to the source. So the source emits the electrons and the drain collects the electrons. Okay. Now let us go on to learn the working of the JFET amplifier. Okay, so this is a common source JFET amplifier. So let us go ahead. Now during the positive half of the input signal, okay, what happens? So the gate is positive with respect to the source. Okay. So when the gate is positive with respect to the source, what happens? P region is facing a positive potential and the source is facing a negative potential. So what does it mean? That the gate which was supposed to be reverse biased is now less reverse biased or slightly forward biased, isn't it? So when it is getting forward biased, what is the effect? The effect is that the depletion region is less in width. So during positive half cycle, what is happening? The depletion width is less, which means the channel width is large. So because the channel width is large, what happens? The current that flows from source to drain will be large. So ID will be large. Okay. So when ID is large, so when ID increases, IDRD increases. Okay. Applying KVL to the output loop, we know that VDD is a DC voltage that is equal to ID into RD plus VDS. There is no voltage drop across RS, isn't it? Because it is at AC ground. So what is happening? During the positive half, Okay, id is increasing. So if id increases, idrd increases, but then vdd is a constant. So what should happen to vds? Vds is going to reduce. So during the positive half of the input cycle, what are we getting? We are getting an amplified negative half of the input signal. Okay, so during the negative half of the input signal, okay, what's happening? The gate is negative with respect to the source. So if the gate is negative with respect to the source, the reverse bias across the gate source junction is more. So if reverse bias is more, what happens to the depletion width? The depletion region width is large. So when the depletion width region is large, what happens to the channel? The channel width is reduced. When channel width is reduced, what happens to id? Id also reduces. So if id reduces, what happens to idrd? This drop across idrd reduces. So if idrd reduces, vdd is a constant. What should happen for vds? So vds will increase. So how did we start off? During the negative half of the input, what happens? The gate source junction is getting more reverse biased. Where it is getting more reverse biased, the depletion width is wider. So if the depletion width is wider, the channel width will become narrower. When the channel width becomes narrower, what happens to the drain current? The drain current will reduce. So will the drop idrd reduce. So because vdd is a constant, what happens? vds has to increase. That means for a decreasing input voltage, an increasing amplified output voltage is obtained. So we understand that for a positive half of the input, we are getting a negative amplified half of at the output, and during the negative half of the input, we are getting an amplified part of output. So what does it mean? That the output and the input are out of phase with each other by 180 degrees like a CE amplifier, and because of this 180 degree phase difference, we call this amplifier as a inverting amplifier. And also a common source JFET amplifier has a higher input resistance and a lower output impedance, unlike that of a CE amplifier, and it also has a lower voltage gain. So one line of explanation, see in your lab you have done a JFET amplifier, so the gain was somewhere around 13 or 14, and you also have constructed a CE amplifier. So in a CE amplifier you must have found the gain to be somewhere around 120 to 140, isn't it? So the gain of a common source JFET amplifier is that it is less when compared to CE amplifier, but then the CE amplifier has a low input impedance and a high output impedance, but then a JFET amplifier will have a high input impedance and a low output impedance, and also a lower voltage gain.